Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're getting into something absolutely massive, a system that's literally processing billions of queries every single second. We're going to explore how cloud providers actually design their global infrastructure and why distributed architecture is so incredibly difficult at the scale. We're looking at what is, without a doubt, the most sophisticated engineering system humanity has ever built.
So think about it. What actually happens when you just open an app on your phone, you fire up a stream or, ask an AI chatbot a question, and bam, you expect it to work instantly. Anywhere in the world, no matter how crazy the traffic is on the site, we just expect this flawless connection, right? Period.
But here's the thing, and it's probably the biggest misconception out there. People hear the cloud, and they picture this fluffy, abstract thing just floating up in the ether. No way. The reality? The cloud is heavy. It is incredibly physical. We're talking massive industrial-scale infrastructure. Think data centers the size of multiple football fields that are literally chugging the power of a small city. And this invisible world is built out of some serious hardware. We're looking at thousands of miles of fiber optic cables, insane dedicated power systems, and heavy-duty cooling just to keep things from melting down. Add in the servers, the storage clusters, complex network fabrics, and now all that specialized GPU infrastructure for AI. These cloud providers aren't just stacking servers in a closet somewhere. They are literally building planetary scale distributed systems. Okay, moving into section 2, designing for planetary scale. Let's look at how engineers are basically fighting the laws of physics. So the infrastructure has to scale up geographically, right? You start small with a single server. That server sits inside a data center, which is part of an availability zone, which then makes up a massive cloud region. Providers scatter these regions all over the map. And why the global spread? Well, because you literally cannot outrun the speed of light. The farther data has to travel, the slower everything gets. You have to put the physical hardware as close to the actual users as possible. Let's zoom in on those availability zones, or AZs for short. An AZ is essentially an isolated data center environment. They have their own completely separate power systems, their own cooling, their own network connectivity. You get the idea. They act as separate operational fault domains. Basically, they exist completely independent of any other zone in that region. But why isolate them so intensely? Because, let's face it, disasters happen. Imagine a random backhoe just slicing through a main fiber line, or a catastrophic cooling failure that turns a server room into an actual oven. If an app depends on just one single facility, boom, everything breaks, your streaming stops, your data is gone. That's why cloud providers have to design redundancy into absolutely everything. If one AZ goes up in flames, the others right next door just keep humming along like nothing happened. On to section 3, the global nervous system. We're moving from static buildings to the kinetic, constant movement of data across the Earth. At this scale, networking is an absolutely brutal engineering challenge. Believe it or not, cloud providers actually run their own massive private fiber networks across the globe. Why? Because relying on the standard public internet would just be way too slow and completely unreliable for this. They are out there laying their own private submarine cables across the ocean floor. It is a staggering physical undertaking just to make sure data moves exactly as fast as they need it to. And when you have millions of users updating data all at once, all over the world, the system faces this nearly impossible balancing act. Look at these tension points. You've got consistency, making sure data is perfectly synced everywhere. Availability, ensuring the system literally never goes offline. And latency, keeping responses lightning fast. Global cloud infrastructure is constantly juggling these priorities, shifting traffic, replicating databases, and moving AI workloads around the planet. It's like the entire cloud is acting as one single globally distributed brain. To help ease that insane tension, we use content delivery networks, or CDNs. They push data to the absolute edge of the network, essentially hacking geographical distance to slash that latency. By stashing cache data physically closer to the person asking for it, CDNs take a huge amount of strain off the main backbone. They take the internet and turn it into this highly optimized, hyper-fast delivery machine. Section 4, the AI and power era. Let's take a look at the structural stressors that are completely reshaping this architecture as we speak. Look, AI is fundamentally rewiring how we design the cloud. These modern AI models demand completely new setups, specialized GPU clusters, ultra-high bandwidth networking, distributed inference, complex memory coordination, and maybe most intensely, an enormous amount of power density. This shift to AI-native infrastructure is literally changing the blueprints of data centers. We're having to construct entirely new types of buildings just to house this new kind of intelligence. Which brings us to the elephant in the room, the biggest hidden constraint in cloud computing today: power. Hyperscale data centers already gulp down astronomical amounts of electricity. But AI? AI sends that off the charts. Now, cloud providers have to obsess over power availability, cooling efficiency, and finding renewable energy sources. The cloud industry and the energy sector have basically merged at this point. To build a data center today, you pretty much have to become an expert on the global energy grid. Which leads us perfectly into Section 5, the invisible ecosystem. How do we keep this chaotic, incredibly power-hungry operation from just collapsing in on itself? Let's look at the ghost in the machine. The secret sauce here is continuous observability. These global systems are constantly monitoring millions of signals in real time. They are tracking absolutely everything: hardware health, network latency, traffic flows, storage replication, security threats, even sudden spikes in power utilization. Every single heartbeat of the system is measured. Because honestly, without that intense second-by-second monitoring, operating at this scale would be literally impossible. You can't fix a problem if you don't instantly know it's happening, right?
And let's be real, human beings alone cannot manage a beast like this. Modern cloud providers rely heavily on autonomous workflows. The system literally heals itself. We're talking about incredibly complex orchestration platforms, predictive maintenance, and AI-assisted operations. The cloud is run by machine coordination systems, machines managing other machines, making dynamic adjustments all over the planet in milliseconds.
Oh, and all of this has to be guarded 24/7. These providers are running some of the most relentlessly attacked networks on Earth. Keeping data safe isn't just about strong passwords anymore, not even close. We're talking planetary scale defense engineering. They are fighting off millions of automated attacks every single day. It demands intense physical security, strict network isolation, and runtime threat detection that never sleeps. Let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. Think back to the past industrial revolutions. They all relied on massive physical networks to function: roads, railways, huge shipping ports, the electrical grid. Well, the modern digital economy is exactly the same. It needs its own foundational utility, and that utility is distributed cloud infrastructure. And now, with AI exploding, this infrastructure is evolving again, shifting from just storing our data to actively coordinating global intelligence.
So yeah, it's definitely time to retire that old joke. You know the one. The cloud is absolutely not just someone else's computer. It is, without a doubt, one of the most advanced distributed engineering systems humanity has ever created. These providers are the foundational layer of the entire global digital economy. Every single modern digital experience you have relies entirely on this exact system.
So, the next time you tap your screen to open an app, just take a second to remember what you're actually interacting with. Behind that one simple tap is a massive, incredibly complex ecosystem of data centers, fiber networks, and AI constantly coordinating in real time. Most of it is completely invisible to us, but it really makes you ask how much of your daily life absolutely depends on this invisible machine humming perfectly in the background. It's definitely something to think about. Anyway, thanks for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.